Well spotted, Ricky. That was the test to see who's being observant. The only one. Good day to you, sir. Your candle sideways at the moment, Adam. Not much range. This goes back below the. Nah, I'm just going to get out. Yeah, I'll just get out there. I'll take what it's given me so far. And Candle Therapeutics had a good day yesterday on the back of good cancer treatment trial data. That's what we're looking at right now, Adam. 22nd Century Group. So, Protara Therapeutics announced alignment with the FDA on registrational path forward for IV choline chloride in patients dependent on parenteral nutrition. They also announced positive 3-month data from a clinical program in NMIBC. Well, that's just dropped at the top of the hour. Not great volume, but give it a minute. Let's see if it sustains and the volume comes in, because it's only just dropped. Spreads as much as 15 cents, so just be careful. Wow, that's a fast move. Spreads as much as like 25 cents. Just be careful. Wide spreads on this, very wide spreads. This is Protara Therapeutics. Catalyst just dropped at the top of the hour. Hey Earth. No, it's I started this month with 25k there, Matty. I'm 18.5 starting today. Not a bad start. Just bouncing on the momentum from a. Okay, so more catalysts for Protara. Obviously, it's got the alignment with the FDA and the positive data from a clinical program on the NMIBC. But they've just announced an oversubscribed 45 million private placement financing as well. So it's all happening for Proterra. Let me just have a look at the SEC filings because I want to make sure that this isn't all scheduled for an S3 form. An S8. S3 from November. So they do have a shelf registered. But just be careful with this one. There is a shelf registration there that's still active. You went short on that as well there, Mike. Fair play to you. Not sure what that means, Matty, but okay. Good stuff, Mike. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm in trader rehab at the moment, trading a lot smaller. I have traded Proterra in the past. You can see there up around 6. I've got key levels there that I've traded previously. Let's have a look at it on the daily. Oh, it's not been up past 5 for a long while. Last time would have been 2022, beginning of 2022 or end of 2021. So yeah, just be careful with this one. It seems like a bit of a pop and drop. Morning, Heydrich. Nick. Getting some movement on GCT semiconductor. Gets over $8. Might take a small position. No worries, Hyde. I would have said more like Mr. Jekyll or Dr. Jekyll. Oh, that makes you Mr. Hyde. So. Anyone can hear that. Tell you what, Margaret, that's the Fed playing silly games. You know, you play silly games, you win silly prizes. whole bunch of them having the moment in the sun yesterday, trying to crash the market. That's the largest candle in over a year. It was a red one. So not. As soon as they started talking. And financial bureaucrats. Yes. Morons. A lot of them. It was very exaggerated, CBU, extremely exaggerated. But it happens like that. I mean, we are. Let's face it, the market's been quite extended to the upside for a while. So a big pullback. It's just kind of a correction more than anything at this moment in time. If it continues to pull back, then I'll start worrying. But we're still above that bull market. I'll go back to that in a second, but we're still above that bull market channel I drew a couple of years ago, 18 months ago. Oh, about 12 months ago, actually. And we get 820. Breaking down now. Long overdue pullback, yeah, absolutely. 820, that's what I wanted. Now can we get the continuation? Oof. You know what? I got all out. I was trying to scale down, but I went all out. I've got to get another entry in. That's a bit silly of me. Wow. I'm gonna scalp that off. Come on. Fill it. Yes. How's about that, my son? That's what I call a nice little scalp. That's not getting filled, it's gone without me. Take that. Nice. It only takes one stock. Only takes the one stock. I love it. Nice one. You and me both, John. You and me both. Spreads are actually not too bad. 5 cents. Oh, actually, no. The rangy. I was 4 or 5 cents, and then it went like 30 cents. Quite rangy. March, a small red month, Tom. Big red month in February, small red month in March, and we're getting close to break even on April. Given it's the first week, that's not too bad. I was 4315 in the hole for April before today, so I'm now what, $70 in profit, gross profit for April. So we're finishing the week green, which is fantastic. Net after fees and charges, it'd still be red at the moment, but it looks like we're with a chance of getting out of April's drawdown and then work on March's drawdown, and then we can start thinking about February's drawdown. Not seeing any company specific news for BCT. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to. I don't want to get stuck in a double top. I'm waiting for it to break over that new high of day. $0.75. $11.77 is the current high. Nice. I suppose 90 may bounce there, all the way down. Whole $1.10 even. 10.10. That one's 10.10. So it's bounce on the whole dollar, give or take. Bruce, remove what comment? Daniel, you missed it. You can always go back and you know, wind it back. It's recorded. It's not a new office, Super. It's this is my home, where I live now. This is my bedroom. I'm trading from my bedroom at the moment because I've not got the office set up. So I've just been lazy this week. So we finally got the keys mid last week. We've moved everything in over the weekend. So we've just not set everything up yet. So I've been looking at getting set up this weekend for in the office. So might be a different background on Monday. But I wouldn't say it's a new office, Super Chip. It's just where I live, just my house. And that's why I didn't want to get back in for the bounce. I mean, there's a significant move there. There's significant volatility to profit from, but with these spreads being as whippy as they are. As much as what, 20 cents? You've got to be careful. Finding support just above $10. It breaks below $10, give it a miss. But this might actually be... What's this candle here? 11.48. Back over the $0.50 might be interesting. 11.50. It might do a little bit of a W and then break new highs. We'll see. Let's put this in mind. This was a $55 stock there, the back end of last month. So it's been beat up for the last couple of days. Last week, it had a really good run up to $55. It's actually at what has been pretty much FMV for this stock for the last while, for the last however long. So $10, $10.60, pretty much where it's supposed to be at. If you're looking at the daily, I'll just pull the daily up so you can see what I'm talking about. Looking at the daily, so it ran up to over 55 last week, but you can see that FMV, the value here is pretty much where it's at. Not much range. It's where it's been at for a long time. Is around this level. So 1060 is kind of where it should be. 1050, 1060. It's breaking lows. It's below the 9 now, so I don't want it to break below the 20. I want to see it start to move back up. I should lock my montage now. 3,800. Nice one. That was a lovely pop. Well, GCT Semiconductor Holdings are trading higher after the company and Aramco signed an MOU to design or develop chipsets and modules tailored for LTE, 5G, and the NTN spectrum. That's why that's moving up. Big spreads, 20-cent spreads, 25-cent spreads. But I'm not giving this back. I think I'm done with GCT. Very nice entry there as well. Break of 8, although it did pull back on me. It bounced on the 9 and I was able to take some profits, get back in and ride it all the way up. So good trade, Tony, well done. You might be getting your mojo back. takes us well and truly over goal and back into the green on the month. Whole dollar. Yeah, but watch for the whole. There we go. Whole dollar resistance, I said. Very, very swift moving. 66 cents on the 1 minute average true range. So bear that in mind. Just to hold up with $12. Fine. Over 12. Come on. Let's be having it. 12.50. We got 12.50 here. Current high 12.27. 12.50 ideally. 23 on the. That's those 27. There's the high again. Leads are not helping though. Lock that in. Just continue smaller size. I'm in trader rehab right now, so I'm continuing smaller size. Still want that 12.50. Current high of day 12.40. I'll get out there. Or not. How's it going without me? That cost. That was a big flush. Lost a whole dollar on that. 1,000 shares, $1,000. Ah, look. Still good. Still good. Oh. %96 up on the day as it stands right now, so over 100% move. I think I'm gonna lock that in. I'll let this consolidate for a little while. It's back over 11.50. I'll take a look. It's below the 9 now, kind of looking for maybe a bounce on 10 on the half dollar, 10.50 where the 20's at. Close this candle. It's finding support there around 10.90, 80, something like 10.90. And at 10.80 is where it bounced last time. It's broke lows. So I'm now looking at the 20. I'm done with that. There we go. It's tapped 20. Does it get back over the 9? Make a new high on the 2-minute. New high on the 2-minute chart will be 10.33. And 43 rather. Get over the $0.50, I'll have another look. Yeah, S&P 500 having another little bit of a volatile day. Back over the 9. Hold this time. Stay above $11. Retest 11.50. The volume's all reducing. So what we want to see is a pop in volume, nice volume pop, and a speedy move back up to the highs. That doesn't come. If we don't get the increase in volume, then it's just going to consolidate and maybe even sell off. So look for that higher volume, a nice volume pop, something along the lines of these ones here that we saw, and kind of 200,000 a minute. I don't mind the pullbacks on declining volume, because then when it goes again, the volume comes in for the move up. It's but you've got to wait for the volume. I mean, just looking at the $11 is where the majority of transactions have taken place. I'm looking at the volume by price here, and $11 is the biggest candle. So that give or take $11 area, and 10.50 as well is another big candle. So there's people probably will get a little bounce at 10.50 here as a result. A lot of people using that area. Yeah, we've got a little bit of an increase in volume on that last candle, but it was a red candle, so yeah, not really interested. So as far as I'm concerned, I'll take my 3K and run. If something else pops up, fine, but no need. Got an hour before the market opens. We've got a third of you have actually hit the thumbs up button and give me sent a like on YouTube. So smash that thumbs up button. Do me and everybody else a favor. If you've not hit the thumbs up button yet, if you've not hit the like button yet, just do it now. You know you want to. I need to double the likes before the bell rings in an hour's time. Well, 50 minutes time. Anything else moving? ARA trying to test $5 again. ARA Therapeutics. Daily resistance at $5 here as well before today. So now that it's back down to $5, it might struggle to retake it. ARA. Have my first barbecue here tonight. Got the grill out. Had some nice pork chops, and of course, as is customary here in the Philippines, with lots of rice. But yeah, first barbecue. Sat at barbecue by the side of the pool. Lovely. Had some fun last night. Stayed up to watch the Liverpool game, and thoroughly enjoyed it. 3-1 win, back to the top of the table. But then United and Chelsea kicked off 15 minutes later. So after the Liverpool game, I thought, oh, I'll flick over and watch a little bit of their game. And that was all the action. I missed the first 4 goals, but I got the best bit, which was stoppage time. So United thought they'd won it in stoppage time. It was 2-2 going into 90 minutes into stoppage time, 96 minutes, and United thought they'd won it, celebrating, like giving it the big one. And then they conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes in like 99 and 100 minutes, and I just had to have a chuckle and a chortle. So those of you who are wondering what the hell I'm talking about, the English Premier League football, or as the Americans like to say, soccer. It's not soccer, it's football. Fair play, Dan. I don't normally get a lot of joy out of other people's misery, but that was kind of funny. It was funny. After they thought they'd won it in Fergie time, and then it came back to bite them. That was funny. It really was. Attacker. Yeah, absolutely. If a game should be called football, it's because you kick it with your foot and the ball. What Americans call football is not football. First and foremost, it's an egg. It's an oval. It's not a ball, is it? I mean, it's an oval. It's like rugby. So it should be armoured rugby is what they call it, you know? Or what they should call it. And they only have one person on each team that's allowed to kick the ball. And he comes on for a special... he's sat on the sidelines, you know, comes on to kick the ball like at special occasions. Hand egg, yeah, there you go. Oh, we might go. We're going to get another curl up to 1150. We might, but we'll see. Probably wanted to call it handball, but that was already coined by a German game. But you know, so you're like, well, okay, what other appendages can we call it? Head ball, shoulder ball. To be fair, Americans trying to speak English is horrendous because it's like you tried to simplify it because it's too complex. I don't know why. Well, it's not a hood either, is it? Robin Hood, he wasn't sat on the front of the car, was he? He had a hood. Look, if you have to rename the word pavement just to instruct people where to walk on the side, I mean, come on, that tells you a lot. And why would you rename petrol gas when it's clearly a liquid? Come on. And what have I got on my eyes? I've got glasses. Why do you have to call them eyeglasses? I mean, at some point in the past, did you take the word glasses and people were wearing them like this? I still can't see. Well, because you put them on your eyes. Well, you didn't say that. Come on. Such thing as standard system, it's imperial system. From the British Empire. Not in America. Freedom, also known as freedom units there, Vegas. I mean, I've got a spanner. You call a wrench, it's a spanner. and I've got a whole bunch of imperial spanners, and they're like 1/16 of an inch. Well, 16th. What kind of idiot designed this system? A 32nd of an inch wrench stroke spanner. Come on. Metric system is much better. It doesn't all day. It should be day, month, year, or it should be year, month, day. Why you would have the month on the end? It makes no sense. Well, I find that amusing because Americans get all worked up and wound up about how they invented freedom and they're the only country in the world that has freedom. And yet, when I was in Miami there a couple of years ago, I got stopped and ticketed for walking across the road unabetted. So it's like, you're not even free to walk across the road whenever you want. So how you call that freedom? I don't know. I think this is petering out now, GCT. I'm kind of worse. Where's the rest? Tara, where are you? Sure, I had you on the. Yeah, that's not it either. Now, I'm not seeing anything that's exciting me right now. GCTS, it's a good candidate for a gap and go. If you look at the 5-minute chart, it's a nice little flag setup, but the volume's just dropped right off. So if the volume comes in, and the volume will come in, but if the volume, if we get good bullish volume comes in at the open, it could go back up and you could get $15, $16 out of this today. This was just last week. This was, just the other day, it sold off hard and it was what, $17, $18? So it could go back up to those. It's been very volatile over the last week or so, so just be careful. It swings both ways. It can take the money off you as well as give it you. So make sure you use your stops when the bell rings. Use your stops to and look at the range. Size accordingly with the 1-minute ATR, because you want to give it enough room for the volatility. You want to give it enough room to actually make its move, but also you don't want to get stopped out every 5 seconds and losing money, death by 1,000 cuts. So size down so that you can actually give it a wider berth. You're risking a smaller amount by sizing down, and then you can scale in if it gets to your goal and continues. You can scale in. Well, it's moving up at the moment there, J-Pong. Let's have a look. The Fed did the best to crash it yesterday. But let's have a look at it on the daily. Someone was asking about my little bullish, the bullish channel that I drew at this time last year or whatever. And if you look at, this is the biggest candle we've had on the SPY, which is the Spider S&P 500. It's an ETF from State Street which follows the SPX. It's the biggest candle we've had of any color or description on the daily chart since March of last year. So yeah, it's a significant retracement. But if you look at the bigger picture here, we're still very bullish. This bullish channel that I drew, we're way above that still. This is the top of the bullish channel that I drew. We're down below the 20, but we're still, I mean, the 200's down here at like 468 or something. Not even worried about that. VWAP at 389, so you don't really use the VWAP for daily charts or above. It's an intraday. It's an intraday indicator, not a longer term. But the 200 is way down there. We've still got the 9 above the 20, which is still a bullish, bullish shade. I'm not worried. I prefer it if Nvidia gets back over $9. It followed the market yesterday with a big red candle. I prefer it goes back over $900, but that's just me. Drops below 850, I'll probably sell a little bit. Buy more at 800. It gets down that far. All right. Second top gap of today, Mediaco Holdings. Way underneath the VWAP, so I don't think this is coming back. Fed PTA is having a bit of a move. Appetite Computing. Recent IPO. When was the last time the VIX was 10% up on a day? Hey Black Eagle, how you doing, buddy? Morning, Thomas. Looking at the VIX now, it's like it's down half a percentage point. What was expiry today, Jay? Did you take them for today's expiry? Not sure you'll get a bounce that big if it's today. I'll have to take it on the chin. A little over half an hour, then we'll see what the market gives us. I hate that when that happens. Something pops up on the scanner and then disappears right away afterwards because it's low volume. Oh, Mike, leave it alone. It's there's no volume. You know the rules. Hey, CC, how you doing? You know the rules, Mike. No volatility and volume. GCT's got the volatility, as we can see. Right now it's consolidating sideways, so the volatility's gone away a little bit, but there's no volume. The volume's died out. So wait, let's go back to GCT so you can see what I'm talking about. So the volatility, it was 68, if you remember, it was 68 cents on the 1 minute ATR. So based on the last 14 candles, it's currently 31. So there's still volatility there. But you can see that the volume just died right out. For what? For 20, 30 K, volume on the 1 minute candle. Oh, you want to see more than that. And don't get married to the stock. If it doesn't move back up and break highs, so what? You've taken your money, you're over goal, lock it down, lock it in, move on. If nothing else moves, take an early bath and get you know, some grown-up drinks into the weekend. So we've got Continuum is IPO for today. It's priced. We've got level 2 action, but no, it's not live yet. CTNM. Also got another IPO, which is MNDR, but that's not priced yet, so I'm not sure. That might get pushed till next week. Now we're getting a little back. Volume on this is huge, relatively speaking. GCTS average is about 1.6 on a daily volume. It's done about 7.5 million today, so huge relative volume. There's right, small position there, break of the $0.5. It's over the 3/4. I might add. Reds are quite big. At $12. And we get the $12. Ah, that's terrible. Hold and hold this time. Let's test the highs. Thought I wasn't going to get filled. Really didn't. I've made back what I lost on the last entry. Yeah, it does that. It's limit orders, and if you don't get filled and it's within your limit, it will move up to the next level. And hey, Alistair, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. You're not trading today? "25 minutes before we..." Look at this 5-cent spreads. I don't mind that. I know it's rangy. There you go. 20-cent spread. Funnily enough, J-Pong, it depends. If all you're doing is trading the futures, if all you're doing is trading the markets, then you might find that it's got volatility. But which is why I don't trade futures. You know, a big action like yesterday can spook a lot of people out of the market. So I just trade the individual stocks that make up the derivatives that are futures. I don't know about triple top. It's a double top I'm seeing. 8:30, 12:40, 8:30, 12:39 here, I guess. $12:36. A very good day already. The key is not to give it back. We'll get them. You know yourself. Well, good luck with that, Alistair. Interactive's a decent broker. Problem with Interactive, you being based in the UK, the problem with Interactive is that they will enforce the PDT rule on you. I hope you're aware of that before you get stung with that. So if you've got a larger account, if you're going in with a larger account, $25,000 or more, then it's not a problem. But Interactive will enforce the PDT rule on UK account holders. No problem, John. Well, you've had a good day, so lock it in and have a good weekend, buddy. I'll see you on Monday. Yeah, just because you got a larger account doesn't mean you have to trade large, Alistair. Just remember that. Still trade within your means. Slow and steady does it. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm thinking this could go. It's got potential. Over 12. Range now, 38 cents on the range. Dollar banks maybe. Are up, coming back over $5, testing the VWAP. That's Protara Therapeutics. And this GCTS is just not respecting any levels. Not behaving in a predictable manner other than the breakouts. It's got good momentum once it breaks, but it's not respecting any key indicators as levels. We've had resistance at 1130. Can we get support there now? Whatever you like, Alan. What site? I started today with 18.5k, Alistair. So after today, we'll be what, 4k or something. So we're close to where I started the month. It'll be about 22, 23k by the time I finish today. What do I say? I don't make stock picks, recommendations, or anything like that. It depends on what you're looking to get out, Alan. If you're looking for short-term gains, then there are certain stocks that swing trades that might be looking. If you're looking for long-term investments, then again, I don't know your age or your profile or what it is that you're looking for. Invest in what you know. I invest in technology stocks primarily because that's my background. So Amazon, Nvidia, I know these companies. Yeah, I'm having a good day today. So far. Long may it continue. If you don't know if there's no particular companies that you want, then invest in ETFs and sectors. If you're looking to get a return on your investment, i.e. in the likes of dividends, then there are some in ETFs. Not all ETFs give dividends, but there are some that do. But if you're just looking to grow your capital, something like you just put it in the S&P 500, a SPY or equivalent ETF, or if you've got a lot more of a long-term plan, go for the TQQQ, which is for the TQQQ, which is a leveraged ETF based on the NASDAQ 100, and on average you're getting about 30% annually with the TQQQ, but it does swing both ways and heavily, and you're getting about 10 to 12% on the QQQ. Same with the NASDAQ, with the S&P 500 or SPY. Suppose Morg, with the cash account, you'll be happier with the new 24-hour settlement rules. What's going without me? $300. Scalping the big move. Got in for the break of 12. I took half off when it reached the high of the day, and when it broke through, I started to pull back. I took the rest off. Just locking it in. Yeah, did you not know about that, Vegas? As of next month, it's T+1. It's not no longer T+2, it's T+1. Printing money. I've been losing money the last 2 months, Morgan. You know that. But talking of thumbs up, we've got 15 minutes, and I've still not got 50. Less than half of you've actually hit the thumbs up. So good call there, Morg. I hope you're one of the half, less than half, that's actually hit that thumbs up button. So the rest of you that haven't hit the thumbs up button, first and foremost, shame on you. And secondly, go do it, and do it now. You know you want to. After 12 is the high of that previous candle. I am all right, Super Chip. Oh, okay, doing all right, doing all right. How much did I lose in March? 4,300 pounds. Let me just. 6K. Combined March and April drawdown before today was 6K. So if I get another 1,400, I'll be paid off March and April. We'll see. I'm not going to force it. Well, we'll see, Alan. Yeah, so I'm still in drawdown from February. I had like a 30K drawdown from February. I added to it in March. Only like a small drawdown in March. That's like 2K or whatever it is. It's over 2K. But I started off poorly this month. Back up to a 25K starting position in April. But everybody losing. Super Chip, you know that yourself. If you're going to get into trading, you've got to accept the fact that you're going to have losing periods. Not just losing trades or losing days. You're going to have losing periods, and I'm going through a slump right now. So today is my third green day in a row. So hopefully I'm putting that to bed, and I'm not losing anymore. Absolutely insight. I'm not going to get delusional and think this is going forever. Not married to it. Over 25% up on the day. More than that last little pot. 25% gain on the day. Equity gain is a very good day by anyone's stretch of the imagination. You normally should be targeting yourself at, between 1% and 3% maximum. So to get 25%, happy days. Okay, Mark. You do you, boo-boo. It's not holding the 9 though, is it, Alistair? it's holding the 20. It seems to be holding the 20. We've got a couple of spikes below the 20. It's coming back down to, so where's it actually held the 9? It's been breaking the 9 every time it breaks the 9, and it's actually breaking the 20, which is why I'm saying it's not respecting these levels. It's broke below the 20 there, back down to 1130. 1130 is a key level, as you can see. Resistance, support again. That $quarter area of 1125. So I'm going for 1130 there. Always an area. It's never to the penny. It's always give or take a couple of cents. And when you've got spreads that are as rangy as GCTS, the ATR is increasing. Well, Morg, if you found a strategy that's working for you, milk it. On the level 2, Ricky. Yeah, Jack. Just the last 3 days I've been doing well. But Ricky Ticky, Ricky Stanicki, that was the mover with John Cena. That couldn't see him anyway. Biggest candle is red. It's not though, is it? Biggest volume candle is green. I mean, look at it here. This is a volume candle, and the biggest one is green. So your first part of well, I don't know what which time frame you're looking at. Maybe on a higher time frame. No, on a 2 minute, 5 minute. They're all the biggest candles are green. I don't know I don't know what you're looking at, Ricky. But on my chart, the biggest volume candle is there at 9:13, and it's green. Aside from that, that's what the level 2 is for. You see, you look at the level 2 and you watch the level 2, and that tells you where there are orders sitting. Now, don't take the level 2 as verbatim, because it can be spoofed. It can be spoofed in a couple of ways. So the first and foremost, it can be spoofed. They can put orders there that get cancelled. They've got triggers to cancel the order as it approaches, so they don't actually execute. And you can be spoofed in that the orders can be hidden. They're not fully hidden, but the full position can be hidden. So you might see an order for like 100 shares, and it might be 10,000 shares or whatever it is. So they can hide a large portion of the share size on the level 2. But you can see, in the majority of cases, you can see the larger orders on the level 2. And if you get through that as well, you can see you see them going through on the ticker tape. Not necessarily in terms of size, but in terms of speed of the ticker tape. Because very often you'll get the market makers will take an order, they'll break it up into separate orders, multiple orders, in order to process it. And you'll see those multiple orders. So you might see a large order for like 20,000 shares on the level 2. And then when that gets hit, you might see a bunch of orders for 2, 3, 5,000 shares on the ticker tape go through. You won't see a 20,000 order on its own go through unless someone's buying 20,000. So yeah, just be wary. And I'm not seeing that one at 11.99. I was looking at 10.99. Let me see. I'm not seeing any big orders at 11.99 right now. Yeah, more sellers right now because people. If you look at where the action's taken place, if you look at the volume by price here, most people have transacted up here at 12, around the $12 area. This is the biggest candle here, volume by price. So people who have bought up there, they're currently holding bags, or they're ready to sell, or they're selling on the way down. So yeah, that's why one of the reasons I have volume by price here. Gives me a good indicator of where the transactions are taking place. You can check correspondingly because the volume by price only goes based on the candles that you can see on the chart, which is why I also have it on the 5-minute chart because that will give you a lot more volume to look at. Buying the VWAP for the bounce and hope for a bounce, it depends. It can, if you look at it on the 5-minute, it's actually been respecting that and bouncing very well on the VWAP. I'll go to the 5-minute just so that you can actually see it there on TikTok. So down to the VWAP bounce, down to the VWAP bounce, down to the VWAP bounce. So at the moment, that's not a bad strategy, but it's only a good strategy until it fails. You look at multiple time frames, and like I said, the VWAP bounce on the 5-minute seems to be fairly well respected at the moment. But right now, I wouldn't trust that, because if you look at the 9, you've got the death cross, which is the 9 crossing below the 20, which tends to indicate bearish sentiment. So I would wait for this to get back up towards $12 and the 9 back above the 20. That's just me. Well, we've got 3.5 minutes before the bell rings, and we're still watching, still looking very bullish. GCTS. I'm not saying it's going to go higher. I'm not saying it's going to sell off. But this consolidation period here is very interesting. I'm not seeing anything else that's really floating my boat ahead of the bell right now. So GCTS, something might come along, but GCTS is probably the one I'm keeping an eye on. If I get 400 more in profit, I'll probably lock it in and have a 5K day. Not smash the thumbs up button yet on YouTube, get it done. If you've not, give me at least a dozen or so likes on TikTok. Just tap your screen a whole bunch of times, do a little drum solo on your finger drum solo on your screen, and give me some likes on TikTok just to help with the algorithm. Getting one moving here. E-Home Household Service Holdings. No, I thought it might be a catalyst, but no, I'm not seeing any company specific catalyst for that move up. Had a couple of good guys. Again, not on any specific catalyst that I can see. No. Had an offering there last week. Apart from that, not seeing it. Well, John, I mean, that's one way of looking at it, but if you're getting a good broker and they're offshore, why would you go back to the US brokers? I mean, what's wrong with continuing with the broker you're with if you've got a good relationship with them? Get better leverage, no PDT. Yeah, I just had a look at it, Alistair. I wasn't feeling it. There's the bell. Let's see what makes a move. Handle over 7. FAAS, MIDIA, MDIA is 340. FAAS is 838. One of the early gappers this morning. Well below the VWAP, so I'm kind of not feeling it. This went up huge amounts this morning. It's up, we've got a pre-market high of 1770. MediaCo Holdings, again, I guess over $3. It may be because that's where the VWAP is. There we go. Tarara. We're going to get a bounce on GCTS on the VWAP. Watching that, but Tara looks to be Protara Therapeutics, TARA. Just broke a key level. No leverage. GCTS vomiting. Seems did find support around $10 previously, 10.10. Let's see if that went on here. Yeah. Yeah, it just broke release. Now it's about right at the halt level to the downside, 990 for bouncing, so that doesn't excite me at all. Maybe if it comes back later, but maybe core holdings could be interesting. Yeah, I'm watching that on the other screen there as well. So that's had good news, and it's had a good couple of days, John. I called that out in the Discord this morning. I'll just put it on the chart, so I'll come back to MediaCo in a moment. But Hub Cybersecurity, if you look at this on 60-minute chart, for example, yesterday it had some good news, and it had even more this morning. So two lots of good news on Hub Cybersecurity. It's moving up. It is a lower price stock. It's below $2, which is why I don't trade at that level. It's just topped the pre-market high, just broke above the pre-market high. The pre-market high is the blue line. The current session high is the pink line. So that's where we are. MediaCo Holdings looking strong. over $3 over the VWAP. Now we're looking at test the VWAP for support, break new highs. Silly. Get a gap up, it'd be nice. Should have checked the alt levels before I got in, but hey, look, it's moving up. Well, that's a halt. Media Core Holdings, I called it out. Got over $3 over the VWAP. We made a new high. So once it got over $3, it pulled back for the test of support. Once it made a new high, that's where I got in, but I got filled poor. So top fill. I've got a trailing stop, 10-cent trailing stop. We'll see what happens. We'll come back at that in 5 minutes. Is GCTS about to curl round? No, it's breaking lows. It's at it's bouncing on the halt level, 956, halt to the downside. That looks pretty much done for me. Yeah, halted to the downside. No volume on this one, but it's moving up. Higher price stock, recent IPO, Destiny Tech 100. Yesterday's big runner into the close yesterday was Candle Therapeutics, and you can see Candle Therapeutics is about to halt to the downside as well, which doesn't fill me with a great deal of confidence of getting a gap up on media. All these stocks that are halted to the downside, I'm looking at a small gap down now. So I'm thinking I might lose about 200 bucks on this. Maybe 3 with a bit of slippage. If I do, that'll be me locking it in. Let's see what else is moving. Hey, Aurora Cannabis, that was good yesterday. Aurora Cannabis moved up well yesterday. I was able to get 40 cents off it. Yeah, pulling back at the VWAP. Yes. Hub C testing session highs. Going to test session highs, pre-market highs, whatever. This Hub Cyber Security. Low price stock. Not seeing anything else exciting me right now. Finger Motion, I've not seen that one for a long while, so let's have a look at Finger Motion. It's volume's trash. No volume on Finger Motion. But Hub Cyber Security looks like it's just tapped the high of day. It's a new high of day, breaking highs. So if you like these low price stocks, it's looking very strong right now. A lot of green on the ticker tape. A lot of sellers at 170, straight past them. It's a sign of strength. Where are we on Media Co? Looks like we've got Level resumption. Should resume in about 15 seconds. So let's see where it gets. So I'm just going to leave my trailing stop in place there and see what happens. Pulls back and stops me out. Fine. Doesn't. Oof. That's not on. How is that possible? That is shocking. Not even slippage. That's just on the spread. Yeah. Good stuff, John. What's going on here? Am I getting latency on my fills or something? What's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting some weird. Back. Cents stop, 28 cents on the ATR. So let's see what happens with that. I got stopped. That's all right. Made a little bit back. Double top there, devil horn. So I'll wait for that to fill or new highs. I don't know what the hell happened there. Look at the S&P 500. Moving up nicely. Not going to hit the highs of yesterday, but move another $10 to do so. 13 minutes in, 14 minutes in. Nvidia is the top momentum stock right now to the upside. What about everything else pulling back? I need to see that wick filled on the 5. Don't like those devil horns. Google broke highs. Nvidia up at 874, 875. Up cyber security testing 175 again. Uber breaking highs. AMD breaking highs. That's because the market is actually moving up. So all the S&P 500 stocks are all moving up with the market. I told you I didn't like the devil horns up there. I can't see anything else that's got good momentum worth taking a position with. No volume on it. Well, solid on technology's got moving up, but there's no volume on it. Cyber security up testing 190. This might break that $2 floor that I always have. Cyber security looking strong. Do you pull back looking for a VWAP bounce maybe? It's up to $0.50. Descending volume, to fill me with a great deal of confidence. Digi Asia about to halt to the upside. Not yet halted, but it's about to. Maybe. There you go. There's the halt. So that looks like quite a substantial gap up. 821. Not quite to the session highs. It's sold off. I don't know about dumped, Alan, but it has sold off. Let's see, XAI back over $5. Always makes it interesting. I think GCTS could actually curl back up and break highs. But CXApp, not great volume today. It's at 8% up right now, so it's on a move up. It's over $5. Yeah, but you've got to put it into context, Alan. So it's moved $4 in since the open, but this was a $5 stock yesterday. It was $5.75 close. It moved up like what, $7 in 20 minutes when we took it pre-market. So the pullback got a little bit. I mean, it is, you know, looking weak at the moment. But if it does curl back up and gets over the VWAP, you never know what might happen. A good call, Mark, on the DX app. Not huge volatility, like 10 cents on the ATR at the moment. Immediate curling back up. Oh. Now, losing 2K on this, risking 2K on this. Oh, it was going to curl back up, and I got hit with the flush before I had my stop in place. CXApp is looking strong actually. CXAI up at 540s now. But definitely took the wrong one. Huge up wick. Locking it in after. I'm locking my montage after this trade. I think. Draw bad. Giving it all back. Better than what it was. That's me locking. I'm locking that in. 3,300. It's a good solid green day. And I think I will go and have a beer. I'm not drinking wine. I'm off the wine for a couple of days because we had too much of it the other night. So, so I'll go and I'll enter the weekend, and I will be back at it on Monday. We'll do it all again on Monday, same place, same time, and hopefully another good, solid, profitable day. It only takes the one stock. GCTS today, 4K, was a good, solid builder for the day. Without that, we would be actually in negative territory. So slightly. So yeah, we go again on Monday. Yeah, well, it's poor quality wine. That's what it was. Okay, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you Monday. Same place, same time. I'll be here from 8. I'll have the scanners up from 7, but I'll be here from 8. Okay? All the best.